start us off, as is tradition, with a drawing of the card. And I'm going to start us off with a tap land, which is not a gate. It is a snow land, though. Rhymewood Falls, and so you go.
That's not very on theme.
That is a flavor fail right there.
Yeah, I'll draw for turn. I will play a Plains. I'll tap one and I'll cast Yoshimaru, Ever Faithful.
Kiefer's winning.
He's a dog, a 1/1 dog. When I play legendaries, or when they enter the battlefield, I get a +1 counter on him.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Draw. Oh, untap land. Nice. Plains into Shadow Spear. Go.
Enjoy your hexproof.
Yeah, that's a good card.
It's all right,
I'm just gonna play a swamp and pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will get my first gate out then, on theme. Here we go. It's Heap Gate. Taps for colorless, or I can put mana into it to make a mana run a color. I can also make treasure tokens. But for now, I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to cast Moss Diamond. Comes in tapped, so that'll be me. Last turn.
Nice.
Treasure
Tap
tokens.
and draw. Interesting. Let's play a Canopy Vista. I will pay 2 mana, taking a damage from my Canopy Vista, or Horizon Canopy, I should say, not Canopy Vista. 2 mana for a Farseek. I will go find a Swamp or a Plains. Put it onto the battlefield tapped. Pretty sure it's tapped, yeah.
Green players.
I don't know.
Green
It's
players.
in German. I can't read German.
Green players are ramping way too hard.
I'll get this land then, yeah. That's my turn passed.
Cheers, buddy. Untap. Draw. Well, if you could ramp, then so can I. I'm going to play Boros Garrison. Put my land back into my hand, and off you go, Luke.
Okay, I will draw.
Get that ramping? I think you're actually just even now.
I'll play my Phyrexian Swamp, which taps for 2 because it's pretty, and I'll I'll play a Bitter Blossom and pass the turn.
Very nice. Tap, upkeep, and draw black source. Well, it makes black, but it comes in tapped, so no turn 3 commander from me. I am going to play Seagate. So Seagate comes in tapped, and when it enters the battlefield, I choose a color other than blue, and it taps for those 2 colors. I will choose black, and I'll make a little note of that here. So Seagate taps for black. Yeah, it's not too bad. Then I think I'm going to pass there.
Alrighty. Untap and draw. I shall play a overgrown farmland. It comes in untapped because I control 2 or more other lands.
You have some beautiful looking lands there, Kiefer.
Thank you.
The artwork is really nice.
Unfortunately, I didn't draw them myself. But
It's the consistency that impresses.
right. Let's do 2 again, taking a damage from my Horizon Canopy. And I'll play Fertile Ground, targeting my overgrown farmland. So when this land is tapped for mana, its controller adds an additional 1 mana of any color. Cool.
Lovely.
So I'll tap this for green and white, and then I'll use my Dance Triumph for black. And cast Reyhan Last of the Abzan. Trigger Yoshimaru. It's a legend. He gets counter, and then Reyhan, of course, enters with 3.
We did it, guys.
And that's it. We're done. Game over.
Commander out.
Not getting in.
Yeah, you could attack.
Oh no, he's only a little boy. He's only a little puppy at the minute.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Untap.
going to smash you when he's a 10-10.
Untap. Draw. Do you want to do Plains? No, we'll do tap land. And Black Blade Reforged. And pass turn.
Oh,
There's some good equipment right there.
Yeah.
it is. So I will draw for turn. the beginning of my upkeep, I make a 1/1 fairy and lose 1 life. There it is. There is the fairy, professionally drawn.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I will play Swamp, and I will tap 3, and I will cast Gix. I will then. I'll send him at you, Thomas. It flies.
I have no
Have
flyers.
haste?
I will hit you for 1.
Oh,
Does that have
wait.
haste?
That's a very good point.
Your
That's a
fairy tale
very
has haste.
good point. I'm just trying to cheat already. That's ruined that play.
Trying to get draws in.
I know. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
want to draw cards. Right. Well, I'll take that back then, if I may,
Yeah.
and I will pay 1, and I'll cast a Changeling Outcast, and with that, I will pass the turn, please.
Perfect. I will
Oh, you've upset Thomas
apologize for. Yeah, that's it. I've seen enough. I'm out of here. No, I'm. Apologies for spotty connection.
That's fine.
Clearly, the hailstones that hit Kiefer earlier. Hopefully, I'm back, so I'll crack on. Untap, upkeep, draw. And I am going to play another tap land, another gate, mana gate, enters battlefield tapped. Again, I choose color. This one, I am going to choose black again. Then I'm going to tap out to cast my commander, Nine-Fingers Keene, or for menace, and I won't attack because it doesn't have haste, and that's the rules.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I thought black could cheat. I'm sorry, right? God.
And then I'll pass the turn to you, Kiefer.
Sweet. Untap. Draw for the turn. Interesting. We shall play a Llanowar Wastes land for turn. This one, unfortunately, is not a fancy version.
Can't play it then.
Can't play.
Put it back in your hand.
Tap this for 2. A green and something else doesn't really matter, and I'll play a Devoted Druid.
Ooh,
can
that
tap
feels
for-
like a combo piece.
It can tap for green mana. I can put a negative
Yes,
1,
that's
negative 1
all
counter on
it does.
and untap it. Funny note to make. Negative 1, negative 1 counters and +1/+1 counters annihilate each other.
They
So,
do. They
good
do.
to
So
know.
-1/-1 counters are made of antimatter. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. And then off they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, taking a damage from your Rising Canopy. And I will cast Micaeus the Lunarch, where X is 3. So he will get 3 +1/+1 counters, and he's a legend, so Yoshi will also get a counter. Micaeus enters with the counters, and he also says I can tap him to put a +1 counter on himself, or I can tap to remove a counter from Micaeus to put a +1 counter on each other creature you control.
That's pretty.
And
see.
a 3/3 doggo, I guess, is big enough now. He's coming out of his puppyhood, and he will swing over to Chris to say hello.
Hello. I'll go take Commander as well.
It is 3 dog damage.
3 dog damage. Don't worry, I'm sure he won't play any more legends to buff that, so you'll be
No.
fine.
I won't get
These are the only ones in the deck. And that's it. Turn to pass turn.
Cheers, buddy. Untap. Draw. We'll play Plains. And for 3 mana. Let's play. Oh, why did I put cards in that I can't pronounce? Tarakai? However you
Aranika.
Taranika?
Looks good enough.
Yeah. I'll play that. 3/3 with Vigilance, and whenever it attacks, untap another target creature I control. Until end of turn, that creature has a base power and toughness of 4/4 and gains Indestructible. And
Seems very good.
that will be me for the turn.
Okay. I will draw for turn. I will create another fairy. I will lose 1 life.
Does this one have haste?
This one doesn't, no.
Interesting.
He's not blessed like the last fairy we had. I'll play a tap land. And I will cast my commander this time. So he's online. Anyone attacks anyone that is other than me will get to pay 1 life and draw a card.
Right.
And I will send my non-summoning sick fairy at you, Thomas.
It is a flyer, I assume.
It is indeed. And I will
Well,
send... You
Sorry,
don't have a reach person, do you?
I don't know. No, Nine-Fingers Keene has a lot of text, but it is not got reach or flying, so I'll take 1 damage.
And I will send the Changeling Outcast, which can't be blocked. I'll just send him at you, Kiefer. I'll tickle you for 1.
Lovely.
And I will pay 2 life and I'll draw 2 cards. And with that, I will pass the turn.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. I am going to start by tapping 1, 2, 3. Wait, what did I say you could tap for? So you could tap for black. Let's tap. Hang on. Not quite at the point where all my gates tap for any colours. So, you know what? Let's just cast this first. Green, 1, 2, 3. And cast Reap and Sow. So I'm not entwining this. I choose 1, destroy target land, or search my library for a land card, put it into play, and then shuffle. I'll choose the second mode. And I'm going to go and get Baldur's Gate.
Pretty good.
The best gate in your deck.
Yeah. Unless I hit Basilisk Gate first, because I always get my head turned by that. So I'm actually just going to take Basilisk Gate because it's here. So that comes into play, which is awesome. So then, quick shuffle of my library. I have not yet played a land for the turn, so I will play Gond Gate. This is my 5th gate. Gond Gate allows my gates to enter the battlefield untapped. So now my gates are just dual lands. What is the OG gates?
Cool.
So then I have the question about whether or not I want to make Nine-Fingers Keene a 9/9 with menace. I think I got to. I mean, 9 fingers, 9/9. So put 2 mana into Basilisk Gate. Target creature, Nine-Fingers Keene, gets +X/+X. He's a 9/9. He's got menace.
That sounds dreadful.
So it's going to be coming at you, Woody.
I thought it might be.
Sorry.
And you'll get to draw a card.
Fantastic. If I pay a life. I will pay a life. So
Jesus Christ.
Is that that's an attack trigger, is it, or a combat damage trigger?
It's when it deals combat damage, yeah.
Okay, well, in that case, I've got 2 combat damage triggers. I control them both, so I think I can order them how I like. So I'll just draw a card, pay a life, and then Nine-Fingers Keene triggers. And when it does, I look at the top 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I may put a gate from among these onto the battlefield. Here is Black Dragon Gate. Would enter tapped, but Gond Gate says, no, just enter untapped. It's fine.
Power is unmatched here.
I know. I'm running away with it. It's crazy. Need to be stopped.
Someone needs to close those gates.
I don't. I don't yet have 9 gates. So the rest of the cards go to the bottom, except for that one that I was very kindly allowed to draw. Awesome. That comes in. I have to choose a color other than black. I'll choose blue. Mark that up and pass turn. Take it away, Keith.
Okey-dokey. Untap. Unclench butthole. Draw a card. Okay. Six mana, technically. Well, more than that, I guess. Um,
Ether, it looks like you could do it drawing some cards.
ouch. And I'm just wondering if I do it now or play some things first and then do it. Makes more sense to do it after, right?
You get more choice by swinging first, right?
Yeah, swing
Okay.
first.
But your dog gets chonkier if you do
Ooh.
things.
My dog does
first.
get chunkier.
That's fair.
So the great dilemma of our time: chonky dog or
Chunky dog.
flexibility.
Yeah.
Chunky dog.
Okay, what I might do. So if I tap my Devoted Druid for green mana, add a -1 counter to her. Here's a green floating mana. Then I tap Micaeus to remove a +1 counter from him, to put a +1 counter on each one of my creatures. That will annihilate this -1/-1 counter.
He's comboing.
It gets untapped with the... Okay, so I tap it to add mana, I add the counter to untap it, and then Micaeus removes the counter. Well, he adds a counter which annihilates the other counter. So she's back with no counters, and I have a green mana.
The synergy is unreal.
Yes. And then I shall tap her
Says
again.
the gates guy.
Guild
tap-
gates.
Tap her again,
I mean-
and get a second green mana. I'm not going to untap her just yet. Actually, well, I will. I'll untap her, and then that'll put a -1 counter on her. So I have 3 green mana. Yeah, okay. Then I will use the Llanowar Wastes for colorless. Gooch these down here. So 4 mana in total. I will cast Kolvori, God of Kinship. This mana is gone. Kolvori is a 2/4 god. It says as long as you control 3 or more legendary creatures, Kolvori gets a +4/+2 and has vigilance. So she is a 6/6. Because I do control 3 or more.
Lovely.
She also says I can pay 2 mana, tap her, look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a legendary creature card from among them, put it into your hand, then put the rest on the bottom in a random order. She is, of course, a legendary, so Yoshi will trigger and get another counter. Okay. Now we can go to combat.
I mean, punching for 9 felt good. Leaving myself wide open to Ether, not so great.
With that in mind, I will send Yoshi at Thomas, and I will send Reyhan at Chris.
How big? Is
So
Ray?
Yoshi is a 5/5, Reyhan is a 4/4.
Ooh,
I declare no blocks.
I declare no blocks.
Amazing. Okay, I will pay 2 life and draw 2 cards.
You know what? I think we'll probably end up having time for your Selesnya Enchantress if there's nonsense at this rate, because we'll be...
Life totals are falling quick.
They are. It's just how huge your creatures are getting. I'm like,
Pretty scary. Actually.
How much have we left?
It's fine. It's traditional with Nine-Fingers Keene. I usually get like 1 gate off the first activation, and then I will whiff for the rest of the game.
I mean, that's the dream, Thomas. That is the dream.
Your dream, maybe.
I
My dream
will-
is one day to be able to actually have 9 gates and just keep a whole clutch.
pay 5
9
mana,
gates.
and I will cast Arvad the Cursed. Says Death Touch Lifelink Vampire Knight. He's a 3/3. He says other legendary creatures you control get +2/+2. Which is nice.
I like that deck.
So
Yes.
my Kolvori is an 8/8 with vigilance at the minute. And on that note, I'll pass turn.
I'll
Just when you thought the gate guy was the threat.
draw for turn.
Everyone's digging for a board wipe.
Yeah. If only. Okay, what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do? let's attach some lifelink.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Thomas is open, right?
He is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Brill.
feel free to draw a card.
Yeah, I'll swing at 4. Swing for 4 at Thomas.
I have no blocks, so I'll take 4 and go down to 29.
I'll just gain 3 and then I'll pay 1 to draw a card. Looking for that board wipe. And I will then pass the turn.
I will create another fairy rogue. We'll say that one there. So we've got 2 without summoning sickness and 1 with. And then we'll draw for turn. I'll also lose my life.
Summoning sickness. What's summoning sickness?
It's when your creature comes in and can't attack right away. I hear it's what fair players do.
Sounds rubbish. Must be a new rule.
I know. Wizards and their crazy rules. Right. What do we do? I think we shall go to combat. So I will send, because I have 1 with summoning sickness, as we said. I'll send a fairy at you, Woody,
Okay.
and a fairy at you, Keitha, and I will send the changeling at you, Thomas.
Yeah, I got no flyers, so I'll take the 1 from the very.
I'll take the 1.
And
Yeah,
I
no
will,
blocks from me. Lose 1.
I will lose 3 life and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. They're not board wipes either. Not that we're looking.
I mean, you've got second most creatures. You're doing fine.
I know. Still though, still.
Yeah, with those pesky 1/1s.
Oh, they'll stop at 9/9 with trample and vigilance and all that good stuff. That's what we're counting on. Right. Did we draw anything good? And I need to. I'm working out what I'm potentially going to play and what I'm going to discard. So we'll tap 2, and I'll play a Goring Warp Plow for its prototype cost. So it's just a 1/1 with Death Touch.
Yep.
Told you to run away with 1/1s.
The deck has a theme, and I'll tap 3 and I'll play an Ashnod's Altar.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
It is. Then I will move to discard. Sadly, discarding. Do I discard that? I don't know. Yes, we will discard Hostile Negotiations and pass the turn.
All right, I will untap, upkeep, and draw for turn. Okay. So I'm going to start off with a Simic Guildgate, which comes in untapped thanks to Gondgate, I think it is.
Yep.
And then I'm going to tap. Try and use the colourless ones first. But not Basilisk Gate. You stay there. I'm going to come back to you in a second.
Come back to you.
So, blue, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to cast Replication Technique. It's a sorcery. And I'm going to demonstrate this. And Shadow Gang, I'm going to demonstrate this to you. So I'm going to create a token that's a copy of a target permanent I control. You may also do that, and then I'm going to copy the spell. So for my cast and copy, I'm going to target Basilisk Gate and
doing it again.
Basilisk Gate. So I'm going to make 2 copies of Basilisk Gate.
Do I have to choose to copy something, or will you only make
Ha-
one copy if I don't copy something?
But if hang on, if,
No, it's not. I may choose to demonstrate it, but if I'm demonstrating it, you have to choose something.
You have to sit there and watch.
Yeah, you can get 2 fairies a turn. I mean, this is great.
Yeah, you get a second
And
winter
lose
bonus.
double the life.
Get 2
yeah, but
Gix. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't get around the legend
I
rules.
was gonna say,
So,
if,
Well, that's
if Luke gets a copy, he could demonstrate it as well, right?
no, I
Oh,
don't
because
think
he
control
that's
gets
how
it.
it works.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
it would.
Just pass it around the table.
I will make a copy of the changeling then, I suppose. The outcast.
Right?
All right. Here are my 2 basilisk gates. Basilisk gate.
Target permanent. That's mad.
And just for just for the people at home, what does Basilisk Gate do?
No, it taps for colorless mana. But it
Oh, that's it.
also-
Oh, good.
Oh yeah. Oh wait, no. There's another couple of lines at the bottom here. I can pay 2 mana into it and tap it. Target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the number of gates I control. I can only do that as a sorcery, though. So the current number of gates, gosh, in all the confusion, I've lost count. Let's have a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh yeah, we're up to the magic number. 9 gates. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could do 2 Basilisk Gate activations and just make them absolutely ginormous. Nine-Fingers Keene. So you get +18/+18. Basically become a one-shot kill. But I mean, you've all got blockers. I mean, he's got menace. So I guess I could just take you out with it. But that doesn't seem very.
That's big talk that is over there.
Oh, look at this!
He does have 2
For us
on
players, like, yeah, exactly. It's like, hey,
Bring
I
it
got
on,
under
bring it
white
on.
mana.
I've got
Yeah.
3 mana.
Hey, it's worth 9 life. I mean, if you want. No, I'm going to send it Kiefer's way, but before I do, I'm going to tap 2 mana, and I'm going to attach Ether Tunnel to Nine-Fingers Keene. So Ether Tunnel is an enchantment that says enchanted creature gets +1/+0, can't be blocked. So this has to be done at instant at sorcery speed. So I will activate Basilisk Gate once. Nine-Fingers Keene gets +9/+9. Getting +1 from this, and he's base 4/4, so he's a 14/13 with menace and unblockable.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm taking it.
I'll send it your way. Yeah, I am leaving myself
14.
quite open, so I'm
Don't-
hoping that I
Now,
get.
don't forget to pay your 1 life and draw your card, Thomas.
Oh yeah, but the amount of hate that's going to come my way on this turn cycle, and also I've got 9 gates. I'm going
So
to
you
keep
can
all
keep
that.
them all.
Oh.
So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, just to clarify, Gix is an optional. Is it?
It is
I
optional,
can't-
yeah.
So yeah, I'll decline. I'll just keep these 9 instead. And actually, before I put these
May
down,
pay
I'll
1 life and may draw a card. So yeah.
just see if I've got any other gates. I don't. There's a whiff on gates, so these 9 just go into my hand instead. That is a little sad though, because I was kind of counting on being able to put a blocker out. I needed another for that. Well, I'm sure that won't come back to bite me.
No,
Um,
not at all.
I'm going to discard to hand size if you give me a moment to do that. But it's going to be nothing hugely important. So if you're happy to crack on, then
Sure.
I'll just.
Oh.
Why not?
Beef is working out. Can I get enough +1 counters on to kill Thomas? He's-
I mean, now's the time.
One time.
Well, it is if you're making it unblockable each turn.
One time. Yeah, unblockable, and you can definitely have it on board to kill one of us.
Without a doubt.
Okay. Well, let's do this first. Let's tap Micaeus to remove a +1 counter from him to put a +1 counter on each one of my creatures. And that will remove the -1 counter from Devoted Druid.
That's a 7 I'm keeping. I'm discarding land, no gates, a Scaled Herbalist, and a Commander Sphere.
Did you whiff on the gate?
Yeah, I whiffed on the Nine-Fingers Gate,
Oh, God.
which is annoying because I have a 2-drop creature. Well, I did. It was a Scaled Herbalist. It's like, quick, a blocker.
Okie dokie. Tap Devoted Druid for green mana. Untap it, put a -1 counter on it. Tap it again for green. And then I'll tap 1 white. And I will cast Loran of the Third Path. She's a legend that'll trigger Yoshi. Yoshi will get another counter. And Loran is a 2/1 with Vigilance. She says, when Loran of the Third Path enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. And she also says, tap you and target opponent, each draw a card. I'm going to blow up that thing your finger's on.
Yeah, I thought you might. Good choice.
So he's like, I don't quite like this. It's unblockable.
Shadowgang's over there with, like, Bitter Blossom, Ashnod's Altar, being like, wow, none of these are the target. This is amazing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a bit of that, yeah.
Yeah.
I would also argue that the unhexproof Spear of Death would also be a really good target. But obviously,
That's true.
Chris's board state isn't fantastic at the moment.
It's all good. It's all
Yeah.
good.
I mean,
I'm going to pay.
unblockable 27/27 is definitely something to get rid of.
I'm going to pay 2 mana with my enchanted overgrown farmland, and I'll cast the Great Henge for 2 mana.
Nice.
It is a legendary permanent.
Ooh.
Yoshimaru will get a counter.
There's a lot of damage coming your way, Thomas.
Maybe, we don't know. It could be going anywhere.
We'll go to combat.
I have taken 5 commander damage from Yoshi so far.
Okay, Yoshi's up to 7. No, he's up to 8 now. 9, 10, because he has the +2 from Arvad.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Rock
let's
roll.
just punch you in the face with a dog.
Just a casual 10/10.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I got no blocks, so down to 18.
10 dog damage.
15.
Do I pay
Dog
life?
damage. He's a fully blown hound now.
Down. Bad dog. Bad dog.
Not a puppy anymore. 10-10. Oh,
That
no.
dog just punched you in the face. He didn't even bite you, he just punched you. I will pay a life and I'll draw a card.
You do that.
Why
You're
not?
welcome.
Why not?
Enjoy.
And that is all, folks. Class turn.
On your end step, I'm going to raise the alarm for 2 soldier
That's
tokens.
quite adequate, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's taken so long.
It's taking far too long. I need to get some soldiers on the field.
Here we go.
Draw. I will play Windbrisk Heights. So I'll get to hide away. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, that's really nice cards there. I'm going to hide away this card. And these go to the bottom. Doesn't say which order, but it's going to go random. That's quite nice. Let's play. Do I play Tajic out or do I just want to get some life back? Yeah, we'll play Tajic out. And that will be... oh, Thomas is open.
I know,
It is
and you
wide
can draw
open.
cards.
And I,
Yeah, and gain
I
life.
could draw cards. Yeah, we'll come in again for 4, mate.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh.
You know, it's the tax that I pay for hitting everybody for, like, double digits.
I'll gain 3 and draw a card. Oh wow. Yeah, if you go look,
With it.
it's nice. I can't play it yet, but it's nice.
Yeah, I'll untap. I'll untap my fairies. I will make another one. One's got summoner sickness. And I will draw. That's what we need to do. Ooh. And how do we get out of this? You guys have just got so much power on the board. And there'll come a time when you don't need me anymore to draw cards and I'll be dead.
That time for me came last turn, so 1 life for 1 card. No, I don't like that rate.
So I'm not doing this anymore. Oh, right. Okay, so I will. So I'm going to send my unblockable one at you, Chris. I'll send the other unblockable one at you, Kiefer, and I will send a fairy at you, Thomas. Actually, Thomas, you're pretty open. You could do with a bit of a tickle, I think.
Pretty open is understatement.
You can have 3 fairies.
Not your commander. Going to hold that back.
Oh, the commander's not allowed to attack. He just oversees things.
Fair enough. 3 damage in the air. No blockers. Go down to 11.
And I'll pay 3 life and draw 3 cards. Okay. See, I'm killing myself, really. I don't need to do anything.
Yeah, you're still on the highest life. Well, just a bit now. Tied.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, they keep saying that Kiefer and I are really powerful, but our life totals are getting down there.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
It's Kiefer. It's because we keep fighting. Should we just put aside our differences?
Oh, look at the politics now. Please don't kill me, Keeper. I like it. Right, what are we doing? So sorry, I tapped 3 fairies. There we go. They should be tapped. We're not doing great. Oh, I didn't try anything. Okay. So we need to get some cards out of hand. Kind of want to do the thing. Right. I will tap 3. I will play a Quietus Spike.
Nice.
And I will tap another 3 and play a Whisper Steel Dagger. And I will move to discard, and I will discard Swamp. And I will pass the turn.
All right, I will untap and go through my upkeep and off a turn. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap 1 green mana. I'm going to cast Open the Gates. Search your library for a basic land card or gate card. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle your library. This time I am going to go and get Baldur's Gate.
How many gates do you need for Maze's End?
10.
It's I think it's 10, but it's 10 different gates. And also, Maze's End is not itself a gate.
That's a fair point.
Yeah.
There it is, Baldur's Gate. So that's going to go into my hand. I am going to play it as my land for the turn, though, so I'll just put it out on the battlefield. So this is Cabal Coffers for Gates.
Yeah.
Very nice.
It's a number of other gates you control. I have 9. For 2
Very
mana,
fitting.
for 9. Exactly. Okay, play that as my land for the turn. And then I am going to pay a blue and a black. And I'm going to cast someone who knows Baldur's Gate very well, Crydell. Krydle of Baldur's Gate. A 1/3 legendary creature. When he deals combat damage to a player, that player loses life and mills the card, and I gain a life and scry one. But more importantly, perhaps, whenever I attack, I may pay 2. If I do, target creature can't be blocked this turn.
Oh my god! Stop your unblockable nonsense.
I won't. Okay, and then I'm going to put a big old target on my back, I think. I'm going to pay 2
Right
into
next to
Baldur's
the other
Gate.
one.
Yeah. Oh no, the target's big enough already. We can see it. I'm going to put 2 into Baldur's Gate. I am going to produce 9 black mana, and I'm going to use all of it for In Garruk's Wake. Destroy all creatures you don't control. All planeswalkers you don't control.
Oh damn!
Oh damn!
Okay.
Oh
I
That is
damn!
right.
I have responses.
Go for it.
Anybody else have responses? Because I think
No.
mine will go last.
I don't have a response to that, except I'm quite sad.
Understandable.
But,
Any response from you, Chris?
No, mate. I'm quite happy with
All
that.
right. I am going to tap my Great Henge for 2 green mana. I'll gain 2 life. I will then use that 2 mana to tap Kovori. I'm going to look at the top 6 cards in my library. Reveal a legendary creature from among them, put them into my hand, put the rest on the bottom. 4, 5, 6. Wow. 5 of those were lands.
good filtering.
Yeah, well, at least they're on the bottom now and not on top. But that's fine. Then, still holding priority, I will tap 3 mana, taking a damage from the Horizon Canopy, and I will cast Fairy's Protection.
Oh, we knew it! You knew it was coming! Oh no! So he's not even got a target now. So we're getting punched with.
Well, you are, because I've got a blocker. Oh, no. It's Menace, isn't
We've
it?
got none. None of us have got blockers. You
Does
just wipe
have
the board.
menace.
I've got indestructible creatures.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
But
Menace.
it's only one, and it's
Menace.
Menace. So,
So I shall phase out for now.
Why? Why you? All right, so I've got to think about this because actually, yeah, I mean, if I take one of you out, Kiefer's going to respawn
yeah.
and immediately.
So you don't want to take me
take-
out, because
yeah.
I've got the other board wipe.
That's all right. I've got another board wipe in
Oh,
hand.
okay.
Wipe it out.
Board wipe tribal. Did I not mention that?
You did not.
I think yes. I've got six mana.
I think that's all my stuff dead. Yeah, excellent.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 mana. It's not great. Let's go. Dropped one of my 3 basilisk gates. Bear with. Tap for colorless. Green. And I'm going to cast Timeless Witness. 2/1. When it ETBs, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. So I'll get back the Scaled Herbalist. It's not the greatest thing I could get back. I think in the circumstances, it might have to be. Then I will tap green and colorless, and I will play. I'll cast Scaled Herbalist. Then I will go a combating. This Nine-Fingers Keene is going to give me a clutch card. Probably should have done that before I spent all my mana, but never mind. I'm going to send this at Woody. How much commander damage have you taken from me already?
9.
Okay. Well, this is only going to be 4
Okay. It's only going to be another
because
11.
I can't buff it. But yeah, menace. So hit you for 4. When I hit you for 4, I'll get 9 cards to hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll just have to hope that 3 blockers is enough. So yeah, I'm gonna.
Value.
I'll be passing the turn. Again, I have to discard to hand size. Oh, actually, hang on. I do get that gate thing first. It's another whiff. No gates in that 9. I mean, because most of them are already on the battlefield. All right, Kiefer. You're back.
Reappear.
It's
Me
phased
back
back in. You play that card, permanents can't phase back in, right?
Yeah, Jesus, that'd be rough. Okay, we shall draw this. Pretty good. Okay.
Thomas, as a Gates aficionado, do you wish it had red and white in it as well, so you could play all like Gates Ablaze and the other degenerate white Gate Angel card thing?
I think the Gates Ablaze is a bit sad not to have that because that's a very thematic kind of board wipe. But
So
to be honest, there's enough gates out there now that I feel like if there were more gates, this would start to be a lot more. It would be more oppressive than it already is. Yeah, 3 colors actually does seem a fair number of colors.
I'll tap 3 mana, and I will cast a Tuskguard Captain. Each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has trample.
Oh no.
oh no, indeed.
Oh no.
I think
so
I'm
I'm
the one who should be saying, "Oh no." For what it matters, I am putting 2 lands, 3 land ramp cards, and a Dryad of the Elysian Grove into my graveyard.
Oh,
so Tuskguard Captain enters. The Great Henge will put a counter on it, and I will get the draw card.
you people are drawing cards without me. It's outrageous.
I'm going to tap Micaeus, remove the last counter from him to put +1 counters on the rest of my dudes, and Micaeus will die.
Finally.
Yeah.
As you cast the black Micaeus from your hand.
No, I don't have him. This gets annihilated, and Laurent gets a counter.
You get
Okay.
a counter. You get a counter.
I know, right?
Basically what
it's
this
like
is.
there's so much power on that board.
I was playing that card this morning. It's such a cool card.
Okay, so we'll tap the Druid for green, tap the Great Henge for 2 green, gain 2 life. So that's 3 green currently. Untap Devoted Druid, -1 counter. Tap her again for another green, so it's 4 green. And then we can do 5, take damage, 6, 7. So 7 mana in total. I will cast Kamal's Druidic Vow for X = 5. So I will look at the top 5 cards in my library. I can put any number of land and or legendary permanent cards with a converted mana cost 5 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest into your graveyard. Let's hope we don't whiff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, not the worst.
Bet you wish you bet you're glad that you got those lands out of the way now.
Yeah, definitely. Into my graveyard, because they're not legendary, go Source to Plowshares and Return of the Wild Speaker. I will get a Plaza of Heroes as the land. And then as legendary permanents, I will get a Johnny the Greathearted and Oketra,
nice.
God Eternal Oketra.
Oh no.
So the bad news for me is I'm pretty sure Kiefer does now have lethal with the trample on me. The bad news for you guys is that Kiefer's creatures now have vigilance.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Me too. Oketra coming in. Well, actually, both of these coming in triggers Yoshimaru because they're both legendary. So Yoshi gets 2 more counters.
Is Plaza of Heroes not legendary?
No, it's not. Which is kind of strange. It just says I can tap to add colors, or I can tap to add a mana of any color, spend it, only cast legendary spells, or tap add 1 mana of any color among legendary permanents you control. And then I can pay 3, tap it, exile it to give target legendary creature hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. My god. Okay. So, let me see, actually. I think, yeah, when a catcher enters, Great Henge will put a counter on her. And I will draw a card.
Truly is the greatest of henges.
Yeah. I have played land for turn, so
Johnny will also enter with some counters, I think.
Canopy Vista. Yes, Johnny has 5 counters. Yeah, Johnny has a static. His creatures you control vigilance. He has a +1 where I can gain 3 life, or he has a -2 where I can put a 1/1 counter on each creature I control and a loyalty counter on each other planeswalker I control. So let's do the -2.
Because why not?
Yeah, I was just thinking your creatures weren't big enough.
Devoted Druid will get her counter annihilated, which means that I can. Do I bother? No, I'll leave her out for now. Everyone else will get a counter. Three, 6. Okay. So we got vigilance here for all my creatures, and then my creatures with +1/+1 counters, which is essentially them all, have trample as well. Okay. So do I take out the threat? Not myself, obviously. Well, Thomas, take out Thomas.
You can skip.
Do I take out the threat? Obviously not myself.
Oh, well. Yeah. It was nice playing with you, Kiefer. See you later, yeah.
So my Yoshi is a 12/12. How much blocking power do you have, Thomas?
I have 7 toughness.
7 toughness, okay. Actually, Yoshi's bigger. I keep forgetting Arvad is giving him a buff.
2/1.
So it's a 14.
14.
Yeah, I've got 3
Yoshi's
Yoshi damage and 4 from.
Oh yeah,
Ryan
shit!
as
I'm actually already on 15 Yoshi damage. So
Oh,
Interesting.
yeah.
So
I'm
if I
actually
send
on
Yoshi,
6 left.
you, even if you block, you die.
yeah. So I think there's
As
2 of
far
us
as you know,
As far as I
Maybe-
know. You're also tapped out.
maybe I've got a Teferi's protection that if I control my commander, it's free.
I
You
mean,
all
that,
remember that card,
well,
right?
not that there is obscuring haze, which could do the job, but
You're not
do
wrong.
you play that card? I don't know.
See it, Deadly Relic.
I'm desperately trying to remember which deck Obscuring Haze is in now. I mean, it's in my hand, obviously. Don't attack me.
Of course, yes. All right, Thomas, you have, shown that you could take me out twice in a row.
Yeah.
So I will return the favor and I will attack you with Yoshi. He's got
I
vigilance.
should have killed you when I had the chance.
Yes.
Reap what you sow, Thomas.
I will do some more attacking while you guys are relatively open as well.
Super open.
Whose fault is that? Sorry.
You doomed us all, Thomas.
Tajic's just a 2/2 at the minute?
just a 2/2, mate. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Reyhan, who is a 9/9. I will send at Shatter Gang. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Reyhan is a 9. And Arvad. I mean, they have vigilance, so I might as well attack with them all, right? Okay, Reyhan and Kovori will go at Chris, and Tuskart Captain and Arvad will go at Shattergang.
The Arvad is a 5. Is that right?
Arvad is a 6. He's a 3/3 with 3+1/+1 counters, and
Awesome.
Tuskart Captain is a 5/6. Arvad has a lifelink, so I'll gain 6 life.
Cool.
And then Reyhan is a what did I say? Actually, apologies.
Oh my god, no.
That's fine. No, it's okay. Arvad is other legendaries, and Tuskar isn't legendary, so that damage is fine. Reyhan is 7, 8, 9, and then Kovari is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 from Kovari.
So I'm. What's coming at me? Sorry, dude.
Kovari and Reyhan.
Okay, so take 2 off the Reyhan, and that leaves me with.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17,
No, sorry,
18.
just Reyhan on its own, so I could do the commander.
Oh, yeah, because it's blocked. Oh,
Yeah, but
Reyhan.
you got trample still, so.
Yeah. Reyhan is 7 with 2 blocked.
Cool. So that was only 11. So 7, and then the other creature.
Kovari is 11.
11 is 18, leaves me on 6.
Sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I'll triple block and it will make no difference. And I will die.
Ooh.
I think we're all not long for this world.
No.
Thomas.
I feel partially responsible for that.
Partially. Deleting everyone else's boards. Except the one you needed deleted.
I think it was all the Gick triggers that's done us in.
Those 1/1s.
This 1/1 pinks.
Second main, I will pay 1 green and I'll cast a Hardened Scales.
Did you want to pay one when you swung at me and Thomas for your cards? Oh, your command's
Giggs
now,
isn't
is
there.
it? No.
Yeah, Giggs is gone.
Just try and
Get
get
Hardened
that's
Scales,
good.
so
You know, you need more counters, so I'm glad you managed to draw that. It's good.
yeah, and luckily I had that. Otherwise, I don't know what I would have done. But I shall pass the turn after that.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Untap.
Chris, I'm looking forward to this board wipe of yours.
Well,
He needs to attack with 3 creatures to get it.
Yeah, it had some conditions.
Oh no!
Which I now no longer can meet. So
Oh, dear.
I think we're just dead, mate. I think we're just dead. Mountain for turn. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 potential mana. I think we're just dead.
Equip all your stuff and go out in a blaze of glory. Make him block. He wouldn't block anyway.
I'm gonna have to do it that way though. 2. I could just make sure you're dead with me, right? That's the way to do it.
Wait, you can come
What?
third or you can come second.
I might draw an answer though. I have board
Oh.
wipes.
Yeah, I saw his list. He has Damnation in there.
And you're going to create a fairy, which is going to give you 2 colorless mana if you throw it into Ashnod's altar. So yeah.
See, there you go. There's options. I mean, there's a lot of stuff Kiefer has, and he can probably recast most of the stuff. But yeah, it won't have a billion counters on it at least.
Go on, I'll swing at you, Keithers.
Okay. How big is he?
Which is so 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9.
9 damage. I mean, he's indestructible, right?
Yeah,
But he has lifelink
yeah, and trample.
and trample. But I will just block with my Yoshi.
Okay.
Does that touch? No? Lifelink or no?
No, just lifelink trample.
Okay, yeah, fair. Yeah, I'll just block with Yoshi, who is a 14.
Cool.
9 life though, dude. Very
Yeah,
nice.
you'll get the life.
Yeah.
Just-
Which will make huge amounts of difference. Go on, Luke.
I've got an enchantment that's killing me.
Let's see what you draw, mate. Off you go.
Untap.
Heart of the cards.
Heart of the cards. Let's go.
Swamp.
So I'll play a Reliquary Tower. That'll create a
Nice.
fairy.
At least you want to discard your hand.
I won't, which is nice. I'll lose 1 life. And I'll sacrifice the fairy for 2 floating, and I will tap 4. And I will play Life's Finale. Destroy all creatures and search target opponent's library for up to 3 creature cards and put them into his or her graveyard.
Nice.
That player shuffles is on the library.
Now
Nice.
That is good. He got
over the
it.
top.
Okay. I mean, I
Well, you
only
did-
have 1 mana, 2 mana.
You didn't need to kill the fairy. I mean, you could have kept it, swung in, and started chipping away.
A little bit of damage first, and I just got so excited I drew it. So yeah.
Oh
you're
no! Wait,
absolutely
no
right.
wait.
I mean, the fairy has haste, right?
The fairy, yeah, summoning sickness. Damn.
Oh, that thing, yeah. I feel this is going to be a theme, Thomas.
Okay, so in response, what I will do, they will die, but what I will do is I will tap Laron of the third path. It says you and target opponent can each draw a card. Chris, you can draw a card.
Oh,
Oh, not me.
cheers, mate.
No.
Draw the cards I helped you draw.
Yeah. And then these guys all die. All those counters gone to waste. Look at that. Yoshi and Reyhan.
I'm being guilt tripped now for not dying to you right this turn, but I'm sure it'll all come back.
Keith is like, look how much board admin you made me do.
Yeah. So these are all dead. Oketra, when she dies, she will go third from the top.
Well, so that's not great.
So 2
Well,
cards
but you do
down.
get to search his library.
I do, yeah, but I don't
you
know.
do.
I don't know what cards. Can we put a catcher in the graveyard then? Can we do that?
Yeah, I think so. Oketra
You're
died
gonna
or
get-
responded to exile from the battlefield. Yeah, so she can go to the graveyard.
Good.
Do you want me just to go find the next 2 best ones in here and put them in the graveyard?
That would be very gentlemanly of you,
Well,
yes.
It depends,
I mean-
Kiva. Do you have an eternal witness in hand?
Not in hand, but there is some recursion in here.
Okay,
What eternal witness?
Kiva, why don't you put eternal witness in the bin?
Let's see. I'll find the. So Taneb, he can reanimate stuff.
Well, he can go then. We don't like that.
There's a Dragon Lord Dramoka.
I'm not worried about that. Not at the
There's
moment,
a
anyway.
Cathis can return things to the
You
graveyard.
have a lot of legendaries. Do you have an Eternal Witness? We'll put the Eternal Witness in the bin.
Let's see if I have one.
Oh, Skullbriar.
I'm also seeing an Urza's Ruinous Blast there as well.
Yeah, oh yeah.
No, I don't have
Okay.
Enchantress. So
We'll
these
put-
two, I guess.
We'll put
Kethis,
Kethis in the bin as well.
And then I shuffle this.
You do.
Okay.
I apologise for that, guys. I feel I felt
Well,
that was
I mean, you had it. You
particularly
gotta do it.
brutal. Well, I was dead if I
I
didn't.
think it was fine.
Chris is like, I'm back in the game. I can hit people for 9.
I'm just sad that you didn't do it a turn earlier. But,
Oh, yeah. I
Cool.
wish I had. Okay, so that's resolved. Let's go 3. And I will play an Ophiomancer. So at the beginning of each upkeep, if I don't have a snake, put a 1/1 snake with Death Touch onto the battlefield.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
All right. We can rebuild.
For sure you can. So beginning of your upkeep, I will put a Death Touch snake.
Yep. And I shall draw for turn. Let's a 3 mana and cast Yoshi again.
No, it's back.
Yoshi will enter. Great Henge will give it a counter. Hardened Scale says it's 2 instead.
Oh my god. It's like a
And I
5.
will draw a card.
It's kind of like a 5/5 in like a turn.
I'll play land for turn. Takanuma, Abandoned Mire. It's a legendary permanent.
it's
I'll put a
not
counter
gonna
on
take
Yoshi.
a turn for this to be a
Hardened
fun
Scale
fight.
says it's 2.
It's not.
Yoshi's a 5/5 now.
Oh. We tried, guys. We tried.
Yeah, you gotta try.
We tried. The green players were just too powerful, Chris. What can fair Magic players like us do against that?
Not much. I don't know what I'm going to
Says the man with Bitter Blossom and Ashnod's Altar on the battle.
Yeah.
Is that me to go, dude? What are you still doing? Still do.
I'm still going.
They're very good cards. I agree.
So I'm going to tap this for 2 green. And tap this for 2 green. I'll gain 2 life. And what else do we have? Tap these for 2 green. So that's 6 green in total. Yeah, that's fine. 6 green. I will cast Play Champion. X equals 2. So Play Champion says, when it enters the battlefield, or it enters the battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it for each double green spent to cast it. So I've spent 6 green. Cast it. So it's going to enter with 9 +1/+1 counters. But
Not nice.
We've
achieved nothing.
Heart of the Scales is going to say that it's more than that. But then also, Grey Henge, when it enters, it gets an additional one. Oh, so I think it's... So it enters with the 9. The Great Henge gives it an extra one. Then Hardened Scales adds an extra one as well.
And then you've got a Johnny to get another one.
Yeah. So 9, 10, 11. So it has 11 counters on it.
Hmm.
So it is a 13/13 because it's a 2/2 on its own. It's not legendary though.
And doesn't have trample, the most important thing.
Doesn't have trap. However, it enters with got the counter from the Great Henge, and I also get the draw cards. Okay. 2 mana left. Nothing much to do with that. So we should pass turn there. Actually, I might as well do something with the Johnny. 26.
Don't need any more life.
Don't need any more life.
I'm gonna gain 3 life. And then go ahead.
Okay,
I don't want to use the other thing.
draw. So untap that as well. Oh, I have 2 or more opponents, so that doesn't come in tapped. Brilliant. That might just give me enough to do some stuff. Some things.
Another board wipe.
No.
Eventually, Keith will run out of ability to rebuild.
Let's see.
Okay, so for 4, I'll play Anointed Possession.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's very good.
That seems
Oh.
like the thing to do. And then for 4, I will make some Kithkin soldiers. And that's going to retrace, and I'm going to have to draw some Kithkin soldiers.
Wait.
Unless no one's bothered, and there we go.
A regular 1/1 soldier token will suffice.
Regularly, just take human off that infinity token. Soldier. Sweet. Right, throw all my
Yes,
other
go.
tokens all over the floor, and there will be 4 of those. So spell does 2, and then possession gives me another 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
Awesome.
Sweet. So
Jake is a big boy now.
yeah. Which way to send?
Although they need to attack, right? The creatures need to attack with them.
The creatures need to attack for me to be able to trigger the land.
Yeah.
But I'm
I think the Jake needs them to attack as well.
Oh yeah, for the extra 5, yeah. I'm less worried about that now, because this will be swinging for 10, and yeah, okay, we'll go against you again, Keith, mate.
Yeah. I will block with my very large clay champion.
Seems good. I will gain 10.
Yeah.
Go to 25.
Also seems good.
And pass the turn.
I wish I had lifelink.
Yeah, I was going to say, and what are you going to do to game?
I'm going to create a fairy and lose a life. Woohoo! And then I'll end
Yeah, not making a copy of Bitter Blossom seems like a pretty good choice right now.
It does that, doesn't it? Like, oh my god. Oh, you guys.
Were you supposed to get a snake on my upkeep?
I only allowed one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
so you get a snake if you don't have one. So if someone attacks and I block and it dies, I get a snake.
Oh, okay.
Which is pretty cool. Oh, I suppose we. Which mana have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. 8 lovely mana. We will spend 5 of it on Psychosis Crawler.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And we will then sacrifice the snake token for 2 mana using Ashnod's Altar. And we will
Synergy.
cast tap. So we'll use 2 of that and we'll tap 2 and I will cast Ancient Craving. I'll draw 3 cards and I'll lose 3 life.
Playing a dangerous game.
1.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
I know, but I've got to find something. You guys keep putting down like massive, ridiculous size stuff, so I need to do something. But mono black like to live precariously.
Yeah.
And so 5 cards in hand. You will lose 3 life as well because I drew 3 cards. That's what Psychosis Crawler says, isn't it?
No, I don't speak fire, actually.
I was going to say. I can barely read
Well-
English.
Yeah, whenever you draw a card, each opponent loses 1 life.
Pretty good.
So we'll go with that. And I will. Oh, am I doing anything else? Play the land. Yeah, cool. Okay, I guess I will. Yeah, pass turn.
All right.
You need to get your Shieldred out pretty quickly.
Oh, mate, if I could tutor for it, there's no tutors in this deck to make it more fair. And I will create a
He says
snake.
pointedly, having watched me going, I'm going to tutor for my Cabal Cartho gate,
Yeah.
then I'm going to tutor for my, massive
Yeah.
buff gate.
Well, if I knew you were going to tutor that much, I'd have opposition agent in the deck.
Ooh.
Wait, Bob.
Yeah, that shuts off this deck pretty well.
On our stream, I was using my Magda deck last week, and the person next to me, or before me, played Aven Mind Sensor. So I had like
Oh.
fucking treasures, and I was like, "Yeah, I didn't want to do it in my deck anyway." Just absolutely locked me out the game. And of course, being mono white, they could just keep protecting their stuff with various spells and abilities, so I couldn't remove it. Subsequently lost.
Very unfair.
I think so. Look at all that mana Kiefer's got and huge creatures.
I'm going to pay
More.
or use 2 mana from the right edge and 1 more. I will cast Lae'zel, Blockin's champion. She's a legendary, so Yoshi will get a counter, but Hardened Scales will make it 2. And Great Henge will give Lae'zel a counter when she enters, but Hardened Scales says it's 2. And I'll draw a card from the Great Henge as well.
You just have so many champions and heroes in that deck, don't you?
Hey, he's a champion. This is the champion.
It's
So
like
champion.
champion level, or you're not getting in. So just for sorry, I meant to say Psychosis Crawler gets a +1 counter for each card I have in hand. So it's a 6/6 currently.
So Lae'zel, what she says is you, if you would put 1 or more counters on a creature or planeswalker you control, or on yourself, put that many +1 of each of those counters instead. So again, it's kind of like another Hardened Scales.
Just when you thought Hardened Scales bad.
It's a good effect. Why not have 2?
Yeah. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, taking a damage from the Horizon Canopy. And we'll cast Reyhan again. So Reyhan will enter with 3. She'll get another one from Hardened Scales. It'll Harden Scales. Yeah, another one from Hardened Scales, but then Lae'zel will also give her another one. So she'll enter with 5. She's a legend, so Yoshi will get a counter. Hard Scales makes it another one, and then Lizelle makes it another one as well. So Yoshi gets 3 counters. And then, oh. Hang on. Oh, God, it's confusing. Okay, so Reyhan enters with 3 +++ counters. But they get double here. But then also, the Great Henge says it enters with an additional.
So it'll get 3 from the Great Henge, and it'll get 5 from Reyhan's own ability.
Jesus Christ.
You'll be able to order it the way you want, right? Because it's not a replacement effect. Is that right? So you could. But I think the way you're doing it's the best.
Yeah, they're separate sort of effects, so I don't think it'll make.
Yeah, the Great Henge is a separate effect. So.
That's fair.
Yeah. So okay. Yeah. So it gets 5 when it comes in, and it gets 3 from Henge. Pretty good. And then I draw a card from Henge as well.
Doesn't the champion get counters for other things getting counters, or is that just me making stuff up?
This one?
Yeah. No.
No, it only gets.
The Gith Warrior one.
Lizelle. Now Lizelle it's just basically
an extra one.
hardened scales, yeah.
Cool.
And Yoshi got his counters from Reyhan as well. Let's go to combat. I will send Yoshi and the Clay Champion at Chris.
Okay.
Yoshi is a 10/10 with Vigilance.
Yeah.
And Clay Champion is 11, 12, 13 Vigilance.
No trample though, right?
No trample currently, no.
Cool. I'm gonna throw some Kithkin under it. Under
Yeah.
both. One under each.
Kith can get horrendously smushed.
Yep.
Horrendously smushed. They've served their purpose.
Kithkin are basically hobbits, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of Johnny gained 3 life.
One up from a kobold.
Don't have goblins. I've got some hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins.
And we'll pass the turn there, I think. That's it.
Okay. Untap.
Oh, Keitha, you rebuilt so quickly. That's scarily impressive.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Not as good as what I had before.
It's fine.
Oh, don't wipe
Chris
the
is like,
board.
don't worry, I've got three creatures.
I've got 3
Don't
creatures
worry,
now.
I got the
I'm gonna have some more Kithkin.
I'll just pile up the bodies until his creatures can't move.
I am just gonna double check this card. That's what I thought it did. Okay. Cool. Go to combat. Going your way, Kiefer.
Okay.
I will get a battalion trigger now.
Yeah.
So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, and 2 little Kithkin.
Hopelessly outmatched Kithkin.
Hopelessly outmatched Kithkin.
Cowering in the great Tajic shadow.
Alrighty then. I will tap this for a white and a green, and then tap this for a black. And I'll cast Mythos of Nethroi, and I will destroy the Black Blade Reforged.
Oh, I don't like that. Just lost 10 power.
Yeah.
Could have been a lot worse.
Well, yeah, that's very true.
Are the Kithkins just 1/1s?
They're just 1/1s, yeah.
Cool. I'll block Sheik with the Clay Champion, and then 2 Kithkin will get smushed.
Brilliant. I will gain 10 life.
N life.
10 life.
10 life.
It's naughty.
How much life do you gain in a turn, Shadow Gang?
I'm trading life for fairies.
Second main, I'll play Dusk from my hidden away
Well,
land.
creatures power 3 or greater.
That's the one.
That is all of my creatures.
Power 3 or greater.
Power 3.
Got too greedy with the counters.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what the deck wants to do, right? So, yep. Creatures go bye-bye again.
No, my Phyrexian Crawler. That's okay, though.
2, 3.
Yeah, as
Reyhan,
board wipes go, that's not terrible for you.
Yeah.
It's
Reyhan
not
Yoshi,
actually. It's not.
Reyhan and Yoshi back to the zone.
I'm going to assemble the Legion.
Yeah.
And then that's me done.
I'm going to create another fairy token and lose another life. There it is. Yes, excellent. Untap. That was quite the turn, Chris.
It was alright, that wasn't it?
Quite the turn.
Pretty
Draw.
good. Let's just hope there's not more board wipes.
There's a lot more put. I will play that land for turn, and I will. Oh, right. So, I think. Yeah, I think we totally do that. Actually, that seems like a fun thing to do.
I hope
So
it's get that quieter spike on a ferry.
I'm sorry. Well, I'm gonna equip the dagger to the snake, so it becomes a +2 and has death touch. Already had it's double death touch now,
Oh, Jesus.
and I'm going to send that at you, keep that. But
Three.
yes, I'm also going to equip the quietest spike
Yeah.
for another 3, and I'm going to send that at you, Chris,
Okay.
on the flying fairy blocker.
I'm going to lose
the one
2
that-
because I'm miscounted on the Black Blade Reforged.
Sure.
So I've lost 2. And then what were you singing this way? Sorry, mate.
The fairy. It's just the 1/1.
Oh my god.
But it's got
fairy.
death touch. Yeah, but whenever a quick creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up.
Oh,
Don't
damn.
like that.
So I'm going to hit you for 3, and I've got
Yeah.
a trigger. So when a quick trigger deals combat damage to a player, you may cast a creature spell from that player's graveyard this turn, and you may
Ooh.
spend mana, as it were, any mana of any color. What good
Spicy.
stuff do we have in the graveyard?
Clay Champion, although with Black Mana, not really relevant.
Mm.
Teneb is a 6/6 flyer. You can pay 2 and a black if you put target creature card in a graveyard into play under your control, which is pretty good. God Eternal Oketra, double strike 3/6. Whenever you cast a creature spell, you make a 4/4 black zombie warrior creature token with vigilance.
Might be that one.
Might be Oketra.
Might be a Ketra.
Arvad, 3/3 Death Touch Lifelink. Other legends get +2/+2. Kolvori, again, cares about legends. Loran, which is just a legendary Reclamation Sage. Mikaeus, probably Oketra is your best bet.
I think we'll go. So
Unless you wanted to destroy an artifact or enchantment.
Oh, what does that?
That's Loran. It's a legendary Rec Sage, so it enters the battlefield, you destroy target artifact or enchantment. And it has Vigilance, a 2/1, and it taps you and target opponent each draw card.
I will take that one, and I think
You're on.
I'm inclined,
Stop
How about-
making
probably to remove your henge.
What you could do is you could take Teneb. Because with Teneb, you can then pay 3 mana when he does combat damage to take a creature from my graveyard and put it into play under your control anyway.
That's a whole
Yeah,
turn
but-
away, though. Don't listen
That is
to
a
it.
whole turn.
I would like you not to have a henge anymore, please.
Sure. So you
So
get
I will
Loran.
take- yeah. What's her base stats? She's a 2.
She's a 2/1 with Vigilance.
Let's just sacrifice fodder all over it, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, so she will enter the battlefield under your control, and Henge will get blown up.
There we go. Lovely.
Very nice.
And with that, Chris, did you round your life total down?
No, is it unblockable?
It's that's a very good point. Actually, it's not unblockable.
Is it
'Cause it's
just a
not
fairy?
flying. Yeah. No, it's a
Yeah.
snake with death touch,
It's
so it's not
In
unblockable.
that case, it's getting blocked, my friend.
So, yeah. See, you said put it on the fairy, and I was like, let's put it on snake. Yeah, no, all good. All good.
That's
And
why I
with-
was checking.
Sadly, fairies I hear have summoning sickness, so
That will kill a snake.
I think it will,
That will kill
but
us.
I'll just sacrifice it to the altar.
In that case, I get my Kithkin back.
Oh,
So
Dilemma.
Yeah, the snake can die. That's fine.
Okay.
And yeah, guess I'll pass. Oh wait, I've got 3 mana.
Want to do something?
No.
No.
I'll pass.
No.
I mean, you've got a lot more mana if you start throwing fairies into.
I do, but I feel I need blockers. I'm attracting quite a bit of heat at the moment with my actions.
Okay, on tap, draw. My
So
God,
I will
guys,
make.
draw lands.
I'll make a snake. Shame none of these have target creature you control gets lifelink. That'd be good.
Let's play this
Steal that from
isolate
Kiefer next turn.
shuffle. We will pay 2 mana for a Gyre Sage. It is a 1/2 with evolve. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield, if that creature has greater power or toughness than this creature, put a +1 counter on the creature, and then it taps to add green mana for each +1/+1 counter on it. And 5 mana for the dog. Seems like a lot.
I apologize, actually. I sent the snake at Kiefer, didn't I? Because I then cast something at his graveyard. So you can't block because I did put the fairy to you, Chris.
Cool. In that case, I'll go down to 14. And I'd take
So
back all my
the snake, and my snake doesn't die.
good riddance.
But it is tapped.
But it is
Because I was looking at it going, why did I do that? Anyway, I'm sorry.
It's fine. Apology accepted.
Tap this for white and green, and black, and 2 more. I'll cast an Ivory Tusk Fortress.
No, I should have stole that.
A 5/7 elephant says untap each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it during each other player's untap step.
Oh,
It has bigger power than the Gyre Sage, so the Gyre Sage get a counter. Hardened Scales will say that it gets 2 instead.
God, he's off again.
Oh, no. And he's still got an Ajani.
Still got to you, Johnny. But
Yeah, it's a
I'm
fair
running
point,
out of
actually.
cards.
We should probably. Does Ajani have a horrible ultimate?
No, he's the one from
Oh, it's the war, the
the
spark
World
one.
Spark one, yeah. So
Yeah.
he's not
So
crazy.
he's fair.
We've only got 3 mana left, so I can't do anything with that. We'll +1 a Johnny though. We'll go up to 6. I'll gain 3 life. And we'll pass turn.
Okay. On tap. Upkeep. Put a muster counter on here. And I will create 2 soldiers.
Look at this.
That's pretty nice, that, isn't it?
Just count as daft. I don't know why I tap Marshall's altar. Literally says you don't need to tap it. Yeah.
Draw.
Assemble the Legion. Spicy card.
It's nice, isn't it?
It is nice. And
I still don't know what else I'm going to be able to do to get around things, though. Unblockable half your health. Kind of things going around.
I mean, that half gets less and less every time.
That is
Exactly,
true.
Thomas. Exactly. You know, when you're on 4 health, it'll be 2. It's like nothing.
It's like a player.
Yeah, but then the
You're on
one
2, it's
damage
only 1.
fairy.
Okay. See, these things don't have haste either. That's rubbish.
Fair cards.
Just fair cards.
Fair.
What I want to play. I'll play any of these. 3. 4. For a Hero of Bladehold,
Nice.
because that's a good card. So Battle Cry. Whenever this creature attacks, each other attacking creature gets +1/+0 to the end of turn. Whenever it attacks, put 2/1/1 white soldier creature tokens in the battlefield, tapped and attacking.
Nice.
4
Good
mana.
card, but it's incredibly impractical armor that the hero of Bladeholder's wearing.
Yes.
It's classic woman armor, right? It's like, why would you
Yeah.
need to cover? It's just ridiculous.
The alt art for that, the promo, is
Yeah, it's even worse. Yeah.
I'm not familiar with it.
No.
It's full. I'm just riding into battle with a bikini.
So I'm gonna play Rise of the Hobgoblins. And I'm
All
gonna,
right, how silly does Tajic look in all his armor and helmet and things?
Yeah.
X is 2, so I'm gonna make two goblin soldiers, which will be 4 goblin soldiers, and yellow die. There we go. 4 of those. Put that behind there, out of the way. Go to combat.
Your board is crazy scary again.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, actually, I'm like, Kiefer, you know, I've kind of wrecked you. Have you got a board wipe?
Yeah, Kiefer, can you help deal with Chris?
I know,
Oh my
right? It's
God.
like-
Yeah.
Don't even start.
I'm gonna split my Kithkin up into 2 lots
Guys
of
have done this to yourselves.
yeah.
2 lots of
All I was trying to do was win the game.
You know what?
Yeah, this
Wouldn't let
this
me.
game definitely went on longer than I thought it was gonna.
Yeah, I thought the game was going to be over.
I apologize for that, Thomas. I should have.
Oh no, it's quite right. This is very entertaining.
I should have just died.
Look, I'm gonna come at you for a bit.
That's outrageous. I've done nothing to provoke this. Okay, how many?
So 2 1/1 Kithkin, and I'll get Battalion Trigger on that, so it'll be 7 and 8/8 Commander with lifelink and trample.
Oh wow. Well, I guess my bitter blossom's just going to kill me then.
Maybe, maybe.
A lack of blockers. I'll block with the token the creature Kiefer gave me.
Cool.
And he's got trample, you say?
I did.
So that will emit like 2 of that and do nothing. And then do I block my Ophiomancer and lose my Snake Death Touch forever? I think I do. I will chomp Tajic with these 2.
Okay.
So that's 4 damage going to him, but he's indestructible anyway, and I'll take, is it 5 damage from his trample?
How
And
much you blocking?
it's only 4.
It's only 4, so yeah. 3, 5, so it's 8. So you're taking 4 from Tajic. And
how many
2
from the Kithkin?
Kithkin.
That's outrageous.
I'll go up to 22.
And that's 4 commander damage. I don't think that'll be relevant, but yeah.
So that's my turn done, mate.
You never know.
Off you go.
Well, I'm going to create another fairy, and
I heard that before.
and lose my life. Woohoo! This is dead, and this is dead. But the snake remains. The snake will fight on. And I will draw for turn, and that will not save me. I will play a land. I don't think if I have any lifelink in this deck. Going through the list.
Yeah.
Do I have lifelink?
Any player removal.
It's the like, yeah, well, yeah, not with 1/1 fairies, I'm afraid.
I mean, Kiefer might let you sneak in and steal the Moran of the third path again if you're going to destroy, I don't know, something that gives trample and lifelink.
Something that makes a bunch of
True.
tokens.
Oh, yeah.
What is giving trample and lifelink? Is it the Legion
there's
one?
Shadow Spear.
Shadow Spear.
Oh my god! Permanence your opponent's control is a quick creature gets +1 trample life. That is naughty.
So
So
Kiefer might definitely take a cheeky one if you were going to blow something up on Chris's board.
Would you, Kiefer? Would you be happy to see the end of Shadow Spear?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay, well, I'll be tickling you for 3 with the snake, and
You get Laurent?
Yes, please, and we will destroy Shadow Spear. And Kiefer, I'm going to hit you with the fairy again with the spike to half your life because you were mean to me last turn.
Who, me?
Not Kiefer, sorry, yeah, Chris.
I was going to be happy with
Ah.
that.
No. So yeah, we've blown up the Shadow Spear.
Shadow Spear, and I'm taking 11, yeah?
You are, yeah, which I think's fair.
Well, yeah, it's
And I
even.
will spend. I'll spend the 3 mana to cast the spell to blow up the thing. That's good. But I'm still dead.
Not yet.
Not yet. You're right.
Got rid of the trample. You're getting a chump blocker every turn, and you've got 7 more turns.
I like those odds. That is true. I will play 1 black, and I'll play Ashnod, Flesh, Mechanist, Death Touch, and I will play. Yeah, I'll just play a Snare as well. Yeah, we'll just do it. I'll tap 4 and I'll play a Cryptghast.
Nice.
Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay what. So it's got Extort, but more importantly, my land's tap for double now. And I will pass.
I mean, extort. There you go. Look, you've got your life gain right there.
That is fair. We did it.
Untap and a draw. Oh, that's useful. All champions. Do you mind for an arcane signet? Okay, we're gonna have to do it. 1, 2, 3.
See, when someone
4,
says we're going to
5.
have to do it, it's never good.
Well,
No, I think that's
5,
just Kiefer. Yeah, I have to cast my 1/1 commander.
Oh, no.
5 mana 1/1.
And your henge won't give it a counter either.
No, because someone blew it up. 6. Reyhan costs 7.
I think it's died twice, isn't it?
Yeah, it costs 7. Which I can do actually, because I completely forgot about this. Fire Sage taps for 2 green. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast Reyhan. Reyhan enters with 3 counters, but I'll get 4 from Hardened Scales.
Oh, and the dog will get a counter as well, and it begins. You're off.
The dog gets a counter, but Hardened Scales will make 2.
I think that triggered Gyre Sage as well.
Yeah, triggers Gar Sage. Gar Sage will get a counter, but Hardened Scales says it's 2.
Oh. And now your stuff, you've got pseudo vigilance as well with your.
Yeah, with the Elefante.
Yeah.
I have vigilance here
You're
anyway.
double vigilance.
Double vigilance.
I don't need pseudo vigilance. I got just vigilance.
It's an absolute flex there, isn't it? I've got vigilance anyway.
I'm gonna minus the Johnny to put a +1 counter on each creature I control. It'll be 2 counters. And the Tusk dude will get 2 as well. Okay. I think I'm just gonna pass. Just pass the turn.
I think
And-
you're just going to pass.
In your upkeep, my Gar Sage will untap.
Okay. Now, Luke. Where are you going with that creature that's halving life totals?
I'm likely using it to block
Likely using it to block.
because I've got 7 life.
Okay. But if I don't come to you and you get your extra turn,
Oh, would you like me to send it to Kiefer?
I would love you to send it to Kiva.
When you say when you get your extra turn, we're not talking about an extra turn spell. You're just talking about,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
just your turn.
like
I-
one.
if I permit you to live, you know,
They're the best kind of deals, aren't they? The ones under complete duress.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I'll make a deal with you. I won't kill you if you do what I want you to do. Well, Chris, looking at my options, probably using the fairy. If I use the fairy, I will direct it at Kiefer
Okay. I'll take that.
because your board's terrifying.
Oh, okay. So before I play anything, I've got upkeep triggers. So assemble the Legion goes to 2. So I will make 4 more soldiers. We'll use this D8. Anything else? No, that's good. Right, so 3 for a command sphere. Tap that. And 5 others for some more soldier tokens. So make some soldier tokens equal to my devotion to white, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
And then double it.
And then double it to 18.
Jesus Christ.
So 22.
I don't know if I'm the problem anymore.
I'm beginning to think that you're really tall, but yeah, Chris can just go right round me and just wreck me.
Yeah, so that's why I was saying, do you want your extra turn?
I would love my extra turn.
Well,
Thank you.
your turn.
No. Would you like to live a little longer? Yeah.
Yeah, in that case, I'll pass.
Oh, you're not even going to send them at Kiefer? Wow.
I was going to say, I mean, how many haste? But I guess, yeah, next turn.
There's no haste.
You
Yeah,
just go. Boom, here's 20.
just go ham.
Raw. Okay. Right. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Don't forget to create a fairy.
16. Do I have to? Yeah, I will. I will create a fairy. I need another dice. There we go. And lose my life. Woohoo! Right. What to do? So we'll tap 1 swamp and we'll play Jet Medallion.
Nice.
You know, probably. And I'm going to pay 1 to extort.
Oh,
So I will gain a life.
Each opponent loses a life, right?
Yeah. I will. Yeah, I think we've just got to do this. I've just cool. So I'll go 2. No, I'll use 1 of the mana I've still got floating, and I'll cast Lightning Greaves, and I'll tap and I'll extort again.
oh.
I'm just playing to my outs. There's nothing else I can really do. And then I'll tap that for 3, 4, and I'll play the Scepter of Eternal Glory. And I will use that, and I will extort again. And we'll get a 9 life, and all be happy with that. And then...
Grey Merchant of what?
That would be the dream, but sadly not. I'm going to... I just need to draw cards.
Tell me about it.
So do you still have that the Loran of the Third Path?
We can do that. Yes, if Keith lets...
if you've still got the one from last turn,
Yeah.
you've got it's got tap ability.
Yeah, you can tap it
target
like you
opponent
and
to draw a
yeah.
card.
Oh, so
So
me and a target opponent? No, I don't. I don't have it because it died in blocking. I forgot it had that ability.
When did it die in blocking?
It died stopping Tajic punching me for 1,000,000.
But then didn't you get it back again?
So I've had it twice. Because
And it died the second time.
Did it die second? I've lost track now.
I think
don't
no,
think
because
you did that the second time.
you did that on your last turn. Kiefer didn't attack and Chris didn't attack. So
Oh, so I can't.
Pretty sure you
Right.
still have it.
Kiefer, I will tap it to let you draw a card, and I will draw a card too. Is that right? Is that what the text says?
Yeah, you and target opponent draw.
I love that Kiefer's life total is greater than the two of you combined. Yeah, Kiefer. you draw
Yeah,
a card.
Chris still wants to destroy me. It's outrageous. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. So let's think about this. I am going to sacrifice the one with summon sickness for 2 mana. Actually, I'm not going to do that yet because that'll fizzle. Because I'm going to go combat first. Oh, Keitha, you don't have a reachy blocker, do you?
No.
I will send the one that has half your health nonsense at you.
Cool. So I'll take 1 from the fairy.
Yes, and then half
And
your
then I'll
health
lose
for me,
11.
please.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sacrifice that for 2, 4, 6, 8. Nine, and I will play. Wait. How many fairies have I? I've got 4 fairies, right? So I'm sacrificing all the fairies. That'll give me 8 mana. I'm sacrificing the snake. That'll give me 10 mana. And I will cast Portal to Phyrexia.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And
Stack 3 creatures.
yes, please.
Harder for Kiefer than it is for Chris.
I would say so.
Well, I don't know. I don't know whether I want soldiers or goblins.
So I've still got 1 mana left over because that only costs 9.
Okay, so I will sack. Okay, I think Dark Sage, Ivory Tusk, and Reyhan will get sacrificed. Reyhan's second ability does say whenever a creature you control dies or is put into the command zone, if it had 1 or more +1/+1 counters on it, you may put that many counters on target creature.
Okay.
So
Oh, nice.
I'm going to put all of these counters onto Yoshi.
Makes sense.
They will get then
And get an extra 3.
buffed.
Yeah.
And it will get double the counters. Well, not double, it'll get 3
Three
extra
more,
counters.
3 more counters. Yeah.
And Reyhan goes back to the command zone, and these go to the bin.
Then I'm going
I
to.
sacked 3 soldier tokens.
That must have been hard for you, Chris.
Yeah. I was just making sure everyone knew I did it.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. I'm going to cast Decree of Pain. Destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. Draw a card. Each creature destroyed this way.
Oh, dear.
Oh, that's a
So, yeah, we might draw into a win con or something with that, right? So, obviously, I sacrifice my whole board to generate the mana, so none of my stuff is relevant.
1 creature for me.
Okay.
31
You've got-
for me.
31?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. I'm drawing 32 cards.
Yep.
Obscene. Oh, well, actually, I'm losing my crypt
Are
gas.
you milled out yet?
We'll soon see.
I think you should be okay.
I love Degree.
I probably will.
Such a good card.
1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's my hand. Don't look at that. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 1 extra for crypt gas. 12. There we go. That's quite. And I've got a reliquary tower as well. All these resources.
Jeez.
I knew I should have just killed you all when I had the chance.
And
Turned a 45-minute game into a 2-hour game.
I am so
Yeah.
sorry. I was dead if I didn't get the board, so I
Oh, no,
apologize.
this is great. I cannot work out who's going to win this. Although
I
you
don't
just
think-
drew 30, you just drew
I-
32 cards. So.
Yeah, I don't think I can rebuild for a fourth time. I've run out of steam.
It's impressive how many times that deck has rebuilt itself.
It's very pat, and I will pass the turn with. Still sad that Tajic is alive and he's indestructible and doesn't die. He's only got to hit me for a little. But other than
And
that,
Chris is going to rebuild astonishingly quickly
Oh, yeah.
with
he
Assemble
could do.
Legion and Anointed Procession.
6 soldiers on upkeep.
That's
Mm.
true.
How many cards have you got left in your library, Luke?
I wouldn't say much more than 30.
Okay. You got at least 7 though, right?
I've got at least 7.
Okay.
Yes,
You die to Bitter Blossom before you die to either
it's going to be the best Jessica's will ever if someone's got it.
I don't have that.
Play Relic Tower. 1, 2, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3. 4 mana. I'll cast a very late Smothering Tide.
Oh no, that was well timed.
Oh, could you imagine? Oh my god!
I only just drew it.
It's fine. You're gonna get
Oh.
some off it anyway.
1, 2, 3. 4 mana. I'll play Totsky. 1/1 indestructible. He attacks each combat of Able, and whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, draw cards. What do we have there? That's all I got. Pass to the turn.
He's got.
Oh, I suppose I'll +1 at Johnny while I can and gain 3 life.
Nice. Untap.
That is nice.
Yeah,
Upkeep.
increase your life total by 30%.
I will have 6 soldiers.
Would you like to pay 2 for your draw?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Hmm. Now, do we do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, when do we do that is the question.
I can't wait to see Tajic and Toski just have an indestructible kind of like.
Indestructible off.
Like Marvel level violence.
Yeah, a heavily armored warrior against a squirrel.
Oh, he's a magic
like a-
squirrel, though.
It's a god squirrel. I mean,
It is, yeah. Come on.
Okay, so veteran, a swordsmith. Other soldiers I control have +1/+0. Oh. Giving Keith a load of treasures might not be a good idea.
I have no cards in hand.
But you will have when I do what I do.
No.
Is there a Boros windfall?
There's a wheel.
Oh, oh no.
Yeah, because it's my last card in hand, so I'd like some cards.
I would also like some cards.
Yeah, but you'd like.
Keith is
also
like, I'm so glad I
14
played that
treasures.
Reliquary Tower.
How about this, Chris? If you cast the wheel,
Yeah.
anything that I draw for my next turn, I'll point towards Shattergang.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even if you could win on the spot.
Cast the
Maybe.
wheel. That's hilarious.
What's your counter argument, Luke?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I will. Yeah.
What's
not
your counter
great.
argument? I would die to Mill.
What I would do is I could take his creaturey thing and blow up a smothering tithe in like a couple of turns times. I can't give you anything other than that.
Let's wheel then.
You've got a Greaves. You can. I mean, yeah, a bit of Blossom. You're going to get a Hasty Fairy.
What is it?
That's true.
Reforge the
Reforge the
soul.
soul. Yeah. So each player discards his or her hand and draws 7 cards.
I don't hate that
Nice. Okay.
because I didn't draw a win con.
3.
I mean, it could be worse
One,
if it was draw as
two.
many cards as,
3,
Shanagang had.
Four.
That would be bad.
5,
That'd be pretty bad.
6, 7. Okay. Okay.
Not too shabby.
So why don't you talk us through what you discarded?
I love
I'll
it.
do mine first.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing.
Do you pay for your draws as well?
I am not paying for my draws.
Swamp. Oh, I
make
physically
14
can't.
treasures.
Or can I actually? Can I pay for a couple of them?
You can probably pay for a few if you like.
Yeah, so is it 1 or 2?
2.
2. I'll tap that to stop you drawing one of those cards, creating one of those treasures from me.
Treasures. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll make 13 treasures then.
So we've got Vampire Nighthawk, Wormcoil Engine, Read the Bones, Gixian Puppeteer, Tormented Soul, Dark Ritual, Infernal Grass, Swamp, Falmir Knight, Illusionist Bracers, Sturgy, Sholdred, The Apocalypse, Alhammeret's Archive, Damnation. So yeah, some good hits.
Some nice stuff.
Some nice stuff.
I'll pay a Boris Guild Gate because I need some more gates.
That
It's fine.
feels really kind of targeted.
That was a bit personal, I think, Thomas.
Sorry, Tom.
Jeez.
Uh,
Way to rub it in.
and I'll
Here's the first gate we've seen in like an hour and a half.
I feel so guilty. I'm so
Was somebody playing Gates earlier?
What happened to that gate guy?
never saw him again.
Have you got anything up, Luke? You haven't.
Got no creatures now.
Oh, brilliant! You can take 2 from Tajic.
Well, I did think that would, and deserved, I would say.
Yeah, and that's me done for the turn.
In your end step,
Oh no!
You're dead.
I'm going to sack 3 treasures. I'm going to cast Beast Within, and I'm going to blow up Portal to Phyrexia.
Oh no! That totally wrecks me.
You do get a 3/3 beast, though.
Yes. Oh no! And I'll be able to attack with it because it won't have summoning sickness.
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Oh, that's really hurt me.
Actually, why did I use treasure for that? I'm not going to use treasure. I'll use the actual mana that I have. Because that would make
I thought
way
you
more
were just
sense.
flexing.
That's probably buggered me. I was like, oh, I'll be able to get this back. No, you won't. Right, okay.
I mean, if you're in black, if that was your only way of recursion, you're doing something wrong.
You just living end off the top, right?
Oh, and we'll make another fairy and die
Nice.
to it.
Slowly getting
Yes.
down.
Oh, dude. Draw.
You want to pay 2 for your draw?
Let me see. Let me.
Puts on the rule lawyer hat. Well, actually, I think you have to say whether or not you're paying. Before
That is
you list
absolutely right. No, you are right. Your lawyer hat.
it. It's EDH.
I think it's because it says whenever opponent draws a card, so you would have drawn it already. So you will have already
Oh,
seen
is
it.
that okay? It's one of the others, which is
Yeah.
Right.
I've been putting my rules lawyer back to law school for me.
Yeah, you've been lawyered. The lawyer's been lawyered.
So I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna tap 3,
Oh, Luke,
and I'm
sorry
gonna
to
cast.
interrupt. It's an extra 1 after Tajic because he's a soldier.
Oh bloody hell!
Sorry, but
I'll cast.
That would have been funny. That killed him.
Parasitic Impetus on Tajic. So I'll enchant him. Enchanted creature gets 2/2 and is goaded. And whenever enchanted creature attacks, its controller loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life.
okay.
So
Let me just
let's
put this
that's for
D4
you.
on to remember.
there you go. You enjoy that,
I will.
and I will. And I'm paying too much mana for things because I've got black amulet thing. So we'll have 1 floating from that. Pay 3. No, we won't. God. Oh, you guys have ruined me. Ruined.
You've ruined it 3 times in a row.
Absolutely ruined. I've done nothing. I'm the victim here.
No one can
Yeah, I
prove
have.
anything.
I apologize. I did think that we would get there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So we'll go 2 with the 1 left from that, and we'll.
I like to think I've been dead so long because I brought a gun to a knife fight.
Yeah.
You did something, yeah.
It's because my deck was the best. I had to be taken out early.
Yeah.
That's what I'll tell myself.
It's a compliment, really. And I will sacrifice the fairy to Ashnod's altar, and this will trigger, and I will draw a card.
Yeah.
That would have been nice. Ooh, okay.
Oh, do you want to pay 2 for your draw?
No, you have at it. Okay, I'm doing math because I've just drawn something interesting.
How dare you? Have you anything interesting left in your deck?
How indeed. So it would be 6, 7. No, can't do it. That's a shame. Would have been interesting. Okay, so we will tap 2, and we'll play a Nether Traitor, which is our 1/1 with haste and can't be blocked, which I know people like. And I will equip the spike everyone likes as well. Well, actually, I think we equip the dagger. I'm trying to work out how much mana I've got. Again, no, can't do that. That sucks. Right, so we'll equip the spike. And we will. Just dead on the crap back anyway.
Well, you've goaded Tajic.
I have goaded Tajic, which will help me, but
And
he's still got.
Tusky is a 1/1.
Keitha, I will hit you with the spike.
Okay.
So
How big is he?
it's a 1/1, but he
And then I lose
has
half.
shadow. Yes.
Yeah.
You can't block with Toski, though?
Shadow has to be
Oh,
same color, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shadow.
And I lose half. Half of 13 is a number that is
Round it
6.
up. Go to 7.
There we go.
Could really do with blockers. So I will tap 2 and I will cast Mind Blade Render, which is just a 1/3 blocker. And I will.
Does Nether Treader have vigilance of some sort?
It doesn't. It's got haste. It's just tapping it there. There we go.
Okay.
A 1/3
pass.
blocker was the last thing that I cast before I died. These and other fun facts coming to you from the guy who's got way too much time on his hands.
Oh, I can't believe you had Beast Within today. Did you draw Beast Within with the 40? Yeah, I'd see. Portal of Phyrexia. It's gonna be great. We can all be completed together. No, it's just ashes.
That turn?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. I was.
On that tap.
Kiefer has a lot of mana.
He
Do
does.
have quite a few things of mana.
And a lot of treasure. And if he has a scary X spell, we'll all just die.
Yeah, finale. Oof.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the hoof.
Okay. So, do you know when I said I couldn't rebuild again?
Well,
I lied.
I mean, your opponents did give you like 16 treasures.
Exactly.
Pays for a
So-
lot of command attacks.
To be fair, that was then to Chris.
2, 3.
You know, Chris could have not played the wheel.
Yeah, but I've done it, and I'd do it again.
I've done it. We'll have to live with it. It's happened.
7 mana. I'll cast Primeval's Glorious Rebirth.
Oh,
And it will be glorious.
No.
I'm going to return all legendary permanent cards from my graveyard to the battlefield.
Good grief. Good
Yeah,
grief and good game.
I think that's it.
Oh, has everything got counters on it?
They probably will when they come
I
in.
don't like that because that means things have got trampled then, right?
Yeah, I should probably have cast Yoshi first.
Probably should have.
Do you want to roll
But
it?
I was too excited.
That's a sign you're winning hard when you're like, I'll just sort it whatever way I want.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't even need Yoshi to have counters.
Okay, so everything enters at the same time,
Brilliant.
which means that Great Henge enters and all of these enter. So they're all going to enter and get counters, and I'm going to draw cards for each one that enters.
Oh, okay. Do you have to off the Great Henge?
So whenever, put a +1 counter on it and draw a card.
Perfect. How thin is
Okay.
that deck over there?
Not that thin.
Damn.
Oh no, not the Great Henge again.
So they all enter at the same time, but it's not possibly relevant because I don't think there's really any ETBs except for LeBron. Okay, well, Micaeus will enter, but he's a 0/0. But-
Yes, he'll die. Ah,
But it does. Well, Great Henge says it enters with an additional counter.
Yeah, he'll get one off that.
So he enters it with 1, but Hardened Scales will give him 2.
Oh,
that bloody Henge.
Doesn't Laureline?
Yeah,
Oh.
sorry, Lae'zel.
She has an
Lauren
ETB.
has a trigger as well, but Lae'zel gives it a 3rd counter.
I would target Bitter Blossom. Definitely the most dangerous enchantment on the table right now.
Mate,
I'll
that's
do
not
it.
what's going to kill you.
I'll put my Assemble the Legion in the bin, right?
I
So,
don't know. Anointed
essentially-
Procession is also doing work.
Yeah.
Each creature that comes in is going to get 3 counters,
Do they have haste?
and I'll draw a card for them.
I am amazed at how resilient your deck is, Kiefer. It's really it's good to see. I mean, I know we've had like 3 board wipes, and you are still just. Well, the first one you avoided, to be fair, with Teferi's Protection, and we all had to suffer instead. But
I mean, I tapped Chris for 4. That was hardly sufferance. I did wipe the board, I suppose.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll draw 8 cards.
At least he's almost out of
5,
mana.
6, 7, 8. That's useless for now. Actually, is it useless? I don't think so. That's probably game. Let me just check what else I just drew.
does all that stuff have haste?
Not
No,
yet.
but I have something else that'll do it.
Ooh.
So I will use 6 treasures. I will cast Bolus the Citadel.
Oh, yeah,
and-
that does.
I will then tap, sacrifice 10 permanents. Each opponent loses 10 life.
Love it. Well
Nice.
played. Well played.
Well done, mate.
It only took me an extra, like
Yes.
7 turns?
Dude, no, that was great.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed the game. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Before you go and click on our next game, why not go and check out our Patreon, where you can get some nice benefits of discount on our singles on Card Market and monthly booster packs sent to you. Link in the description.